Baba Vanga was a woman from Bulgaria who many believed could see the future. Born Vangelia Pandeva Gushtarova in 1911, she lived a normal life until her early teens. A powerful storm, some say a tornado, swept her up and threw her to the ground. This terrible event left her blind, but she claimed it gave her a special gift. She said she could now see things that had not happened yet. People from all over her country and beyond came to her small village. They sought her advice on lost relatives, health problems, and the fate of nations. Her fame grew over the decades. She became known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans. This name compared her to the famous French prophet from the 1500s. Like Nostradamus, Baba Vanga's visions were often mysterious and symbolic. She rarely wrote anything down herself. Instead, her followers and family recorded her words. This has led to many debates about what she truly meant. Her prophecies covered a vast timeline stretching all the way to the year 5079, when she believed the world would end. She spoke of great wars, natural disasters, and the rise and fall of leaders, capturing the imagination of millions around the world. Her followers included powerful people, such as Bulgarian czars and Soviet leaders. They were said to have secretly consulted her for guidance on important matters. This added to her legend and made her seem even more credible to the public. She was not just a village mystic, she was a figure who seemed to have influence at the highest levels of power. Her reputation was built on stories of amazing accuracy, where she would reveal details about a person's life that she could not possibly have known. This cemented her status as a genuine clairvoyant in the eyes of her supporters. Even after her death in 1996, Baba Vanga's influence continues to be felt. Each year, as her predicted dates approach, her words are revisited and analyzed by news outlets and believers alike. People look for connections between her prophecies and current world events. This enduring interest shows how deeply her stories have resonated with people. Whether her visions were real or just coincidences remains a mystery, but her legacy as a powerful and enigmatic seer is undeniable, making her one of the most famous mystics of the 20th century, a voice from the past that still speaks to our present anxieties and hopes. For the year 2025, Baba Vanga offered several startling predictions that paint a picture of great change and turmoil. One of her most dramatic forecasts involves a massive natural disaster. She spoke of a powerful event that would strike the continent of Asia, possibly a great earthquake followed by a destructive tsunami. Her visions also included widespread floods and further earthquakes affecting many different parts of the world. These predictions suggest a year where the planet itself is in a state of unrest, bringing challenges for many communities. This focus on natural forces is a common theme in her prophecies. Another significant prophecy for 2025 concerns the continent of Europe. Baba Vanga foresaw a time when Europe would become sparsely inhabited. This could be interpreted as a prediction of major population decline, a trend that aligns with current low birth rates in many European nations. She also warned of significant conflicts and instability on the continent, which could further contribute to this depopulation. This vision of a changed Europe is a somber one, suggesting a period of difficulty and transformation for the region. It points to a future where the continent's demographic landscape is altered. In a more futuristic and speculative vision, Baba Vanga suggested that 2025 might be the year humanity makes contact with extraterrestrial life. This is one of her more fantastic predictions, capturing the imagination of those who wonder if we are alone in the universe. She did not provide details on the nature of this contact, leaving it open to interpretation. Would it be a simple signal, a discovery of microbial life, or something more direct? This prophecy taps into a deep human curiosity about what lies beyond our world, and has become more interesting with recent US government reports on UFOs. Finally, Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 touched upon the global economy and human society. She warned of a serious economic collapse that would lead to widespread financial hardship and unemployment. This resonates with current anxieties about inflation and market instability around the world. On a more hopeful note, she also foresaw the potential end of social divisions, such as those based on race. She envisioned a future where humanity could move past these old barriers and accept each other unconditionally. This mix of dire warnings and optimistic hopes makes her 2025 prophecies particularly compelling. As we move through 2025, many people are watching world events closely to see if they match Baba Vanga's visions. The most notable event so far has been the massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake that struck Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula on July 30, 2025. This powerful quake triggered tsunami waves that reached the shores of Japan and Russia's Kuril Islands. The event happened in Asia, which directly corresponds with Baba Vanga's prediction of a major natural disaster striking that very continent this year. For her followers, this was a chilling confirmation of her foresight and a powerful sign that her other predictions might also come true. The timing of the Kamchatka earthquake was especially compelling because of another prophecy. A Japanese artist had predicted a major disaster for Japan on July 5, 2025. When the earthquake and tsunami occurred just weeks later in the same region, it created a storm of online discussion. People connected the two prophecies, suggesting that a powerful psychic energy was focused on the area. The news of the earthquake caused many to look back at Baba Vanga's words with renewed interest. Experts and government officials dismissed the prophecies as unscientific, but for the public, the connection seemed too strong to ignore. Beyond this single dramatic event, other 2025 predictions seem to align with ongoing global trends. Baba Vanga's warning of a global economic collapse, for instance, feels very relevant. Many countries continue to struggle with high inflation, national debt, and unstable markets. The fear of a major recession is a constant topic in the news, making her prophecy feel less like a mystical vision and more like a possible reality. This alignment with current anxieties makes her predictions feel immediate and plausible to a wide audience, who see the world's financial troubles as a potential prelude to the collapse she described. Similarly, her predictions about Europe's changing population and the search for extraterrestrial life connect with today's headlines. European nations are actively discussing their aging populations and low birth rates, which are long-term problems that fit her vision of a sparsely inhabited continent. At the same time, organizations like NASA are investing more resources into studying unidentified anomalous phenomena and searching for life on other planets. These real-world developments make her prophecies seem less like fiction and more like insightful observations about the direction humanity is heading, making people wonder what she saw so long ago. The reason Baba Vanga became so famous in the first place is because of her long list of past predictions that followers believe came true. Long before 2025, her reputation was built on prophecies that seemed to uncannily predict major world events. For example, she is credited with foreseeing the sinking of the Russian submarine Kursk in 2000. She also famously spoke of steel birds attacking America, which many interpreted as a vision of the September 11, 2001 attacks. These dramatic and seemingly accurate predictions are the foundation of her legend and the primary reason people continue to listen to her words. Her supporters also point to her predictions of Barack Obama's presidency, where she allegedly foresaw the election of the 44th U.S. president, and noted that he would be African American. Other credited prophecies include the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and even her own death on the exact date she had foretold. Skeptics argue that her prophecies were incredibly vague and could be interpreted in many ways. They believe that people only connect her words to events after they have already happened. However, for believers, this long list of hits is powerful evidence of her extraordinary and genuine psychic abilities. So, why are we still so fascinated by her predictions today? The interest comes from a deep human desire to find meaning and order in a chaotic world. When faced with uncertainty, prophecies offer a sense of control or understanding. They suggest that there is a plan, even if that plan includes difficult events. Baba Vanga's predictions give people a framework to interpret the unsettling news they see every day. From economic troubles to natural disasters, it can be more comforting to believe that these events were foreseen than to think they are completely random and meaningless. Ultimately, whether you believe Baba Vanga's predictions are fact or fiction, they serve as a powerful reflection of our collective hopes and fears. Her visions of disaster remind us of our vulnerability, while her prophecies of medical breakthroughs and social unity give us hope for a better future. They encourage us to think about the path we are on as a global community. We can learn from them by being more prepared for challenges and by working towards the positive outcomes she envisioned. Her words act as a mirror, showing us the future we are worried about and the one we are striving to create.